Alright, today I'm going to be going to the Hedge Creative meeting Liam Healy, who's the creator of it all, and some models and some other photographers, so it's a good thing to network with and also great to meet new people. Alright, so I made it to Manchester, just stopped by Spoons to get myself a cheeky few pints and a bit of scran before I went to the meet. Just getting my camera stuff ready, put my battery and SD card in. I'm going to have to do a lot of voiceovers for this because it'll play music, which is obviously copyrighted. But the venue itself was fantastic. There were loads of creative people, like-minded models, and everyone's got along. It was such a good vibe.
Great, brother. Do you mind if we get some pictures as well?
Yeah, of
course. Maybe towards that bit a little bit, towards them lights. Yeah, that's...
So as you saw, I just walked up to somebody, asked if they wanted some pictures, and they said yeah. I didn't really record too much of me taking the pictures because the only thing you could see was my arm in the way of my chest mount, but I'll put the picture up on the screen here. So then I got approached by a model asking if he wanted some pictures. I only managed to get one good picture out of this because the lighting in here wasn't the best and I didn't have a flash. I'll obviously show the picture I got that I liked, but the rest will keep hidden. So this dual model shoot is really special because the pictures we got absolutely banged on Instagram. They were so good. I'm going to leave a clip at the end showing how I edited them. As you can see, they were both super happy with the results, and so was I. So this shot was quite unique with the two models sat on the one settee. The pictures don't look the best, but I will show some at the end of this, only because I didn't have a flash, so all my pictures came out quite dark. I do love how unique these look, especially the photo in the middle. So that's it for all the photo shoots. I just decided to go around and get some random BTS shots, just because why not, and I think they look quite cool. Just like as you see me sneak in between these two and get a unique shot like this. Alright, when it comes to editing, I firstly look through all the presets I've made over the years of doing photography. I have like 40 odd presets I've got from year 9. This one seems to work the best for me, but obviously we're not done yet. We need to make a few slight changes to maybe the exposure, contrast, shadows, make the models stand out a bit more. And what I'd like to tend to do is get a radio grade and then just put it around the models, but then invert it, take down my exposure, just so we have a nice, just so it brings more attention towards the viewer's eye. I then do the same with the subjects, select them, invert it. I add a tiny bit of clarity to this, just so it makes the background pop out a bit more with the highlighted whites. And that's it for the finished result. At some point in the future, I'm thinking of selling my presets, so I'm just going to go and pick a random photo from all these sets just to see if any of my presets do work. I think I might choose one from the people sat down on the settee, because then you get a good so then you can see how well my presets do work, especially when things are shot in low light conditions, as these were. I first start by just cropping the image down, just so how I like it. Get a nice good framing on that. I've looked through all my presets. The one I used before looked quite good, but you might as well look through them all. And then my I don't know preset, and my most recent one I made seems to work quite well for this. But I chose my other preset just for a bit of variety in this video. As you can see, it only looks good. All it needs is a few basic tweaks. My goal when I was editing this photo was just to mainly change the background, that bluish darky wall. What I did was just got my brush tool, went around the models. I like to zoom out when I do this, just so it's a bit more easy, to be honest, to fill in. I then turn my brightness, saturation down, just so it makes the wall more blue, which makes it stand out a lot more, and that will draw your eyes towards the wall, which will then bring your eyes towards the models. I then use a radio gradient tool. I don't really know what it's called too much. I then inverted it, and then just so it brings a nice border around the top and the bottom of the image. Bring my exposure down so it creates a bit more of a better vignette. So it creates a better vignette and it draws your eyes a lot more towards the subject. So that's it for the end of this video. I do want to say a quick thanks for everyone that's been supporting my Instagram. The support's been unreal. I've gone up about 100 and odd followers in the past month. This is also the picture that bagged 242 likes from this meet I went to. I also want to say thanks to everyone who's been supporting my YouTube, with my most viewed video being 1.1k, my last video being at 380 views, which is mental, to be honest.